Cut. Cut.
Now I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna go purchase one. That's the problem.
This ain't for me. I was like,
you know, the background is mom and dad was addicted to crack cocaine. Okay. Right?
Hi, how are you? Welcome to another episode of the Doc Holliday Show, where we love to uplift black men, black women, black teen, black child, black royalty that magically melanated. Thank you for joining us on a special episode of the Doc Holliday Show. It's so special because the high school football season has started. The college football season is about to start, and the NFL season is about to start. So what we're going to do, this two-man show of me and Cassius McGowan of ISF Productions right here in Memphis, what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring you a game of the week, a high school football game of the week, every week, and air them Saturdays either at 11 a.m. or noon. It all depends, because my guy Cassius still has a business that he has to pay his bills for. So we can only do one game right now, but as this thing grows and we get a staff, then we can go to different games every week. But for right now, it's just one game we can go to every week. And this week, starting off with week one as the high school football season starts with Memphis and Shelby County schools, we went to Central in Crump Stadium for Cordova versus Central, two 6A powerhouses meeting up. So we're going to head to Crump Stadium because I'm going to tell y'all what was going on at Crump. A whole bunch of nice little football being played, and it was a beautiful crowd and a beautiful day. So Cassius, ISF Productions, can we see the highlights, man? Because it was happening. Central Chili's were doing a great job. The Central football team did a great job because when Central came out, they went to marching. First quarter, Central running back Tony Van is going to get it. I'm going to tell you right now, nice little sweep to the right. He's nice, man. He's nice, had great vision, has great feet. 19-yard run down to the Cordova 14-yard line. This is going to set up this law right back to pass, looking for Ricky Isom. Pretty Ricky is what they call it. 25-yard touchdown. Central goes up 7-0. Sack Cordova Warriors back on offense is going to be Law Right again to Ricky Isom again. And look at the pluckage. That's a fingertip right off the ground. Can we say that again, Cassius? Cassius, oh, there you go. Thank you, Cassius. Fingertip gets it back, and that's nice. He fumbled, but he got it back. We ran it back. Same drive, Jeremiah Patton, 10th grader, showing off that state championship winning speed. Check him out. And he changed hands. He gone. 56-yard touchdown. He's happy, but it's got to come back because of holding. But don't worry, you'll see Jeremiah Patton again. The Warriors try again. They're going to give it to Tony Van. Nice little counter step. But Van got to hold on to the rock, young fella. It's okay. It happens. I used to fumble at times, too. He fumbles Cordova's Mackie Strong Baines, jumps on it, and that's going to lead to this because Cordova gets it back on offense. Wolves quarterback Devondre Collins rewards Baines. Baines got the fumble recovery and to get a touchdown in the back of the end zone. That ties the ball game up at 7 apiece. Cordova, soon after tying the ball game up, they got to kick it off, and they kick it to Ricky Isom. Pretty Ricky is what they call him. He gets it and goes right up the sideline. They're not going to catch him. They're not going to catch him. Ricky Isom, 75-yard kickoff return, makes it 14-7. Central Warriors led 14-7 at the half. Third quarter, as Isom continues to celebrate. Same score, not anymore. Right again. Isom again. High points to football. That's a beautiful catch and a beautiful throw. 21-7 Central lead after this. Did he rock the baby, Cassius? He rocked the baby. But Cordova's Demarion Carter said, I'm going to rock the end zone. Tough TD run after Isom made it 21-7. This makes it 21-13 because Cordova could not get the extra point. But after that, Central said enough is enough, man. I told y'all, Book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 42. Jeremiah Patton again, 42-yard touchdown run. He fast. He fast. 42-yard touchdown run, and he come on to the sideline, my guy. Young fella, 10th grader, come on to the sideline. Coach is like, you know what, Jeremiah, I am so impressed with you. Soldier Boy, Superman, I tell you, woo, that made it 28-13. Now Cordova trying to make something happen. Devondre Collins again looking, gets caught lacking. That's Central. Tamarie Womack comes up with the huge sack. Cordova is going to be forced to punt. This is the same drive, but it's the fourth quarter now, so you flip the field. Forced to punt, and that kick it to Pretty Ricky again, and ice him once again. Punt return TD, had a kickoff return TD, punt return TV, receiving TD. That made it 35-13 Central. Warriors scored 35 points in the second half to run away with this ball game. The final, Central Warriors 49, Cordova Wolves 13.
Well, Coach, it's probably not as clean as you wanted, but 49-13, man, you still got to be happy with the result.
Definitely will take it, but yeah, there are a lot of things to clean up. It's good to have that film to be able to go back and watch, and a lot of new faces, and they're had an opportunity to grow up tonight, and saw some good things from a couple of kids we didn't expect to see, and a couple we did expect to see. So I was pleased overall. It was ugly in the first half. We were our own worst enemy in a lot of situations, but we'll clean that up.
Talk about who, as far as young players, who surprised you?
Well, Jeremiah Patton at tailback. He's and we knew what he was about, but it's early for a sophomore. And he was in track all spring, so he didn't have spring practice, and so he's growing up quickly, and he's electric. And when you have electricity, you have a chance. And if he can be durable and tough, he can really help us, obviously. And then Ricky Isom's a kid who hadn't played very much in 3 years and didn't get on the field as a freshman for the freshman team, but he never complained. He kept at it, and he deserves every bit of success that he has. I love that kid, and he was special tonight.
So what do you say to your team going into the next ball game?
Let's get better. We got another 6A opponent coming in, and we've got some improvement to do this week, cleaning up things, and let's just be better next week than we were this week.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Yes. Young Royal, you had yourself a ball game tonight, man. Just talk about this week one, man, and how you felt out there.
I mean, it felt pretty good. I mean, at the beginning, like, it was kind of rocky, but once we regrouped and got ourselves together, it was nothing they could do. It was all just a mind thing.
Now, you're one of those players that Coach Major Wright talked about. He was expecting some good things for you, and you gave it to him. How did that feel to come out here and not only perform for your head coach, but to perform for your team?
I mean, it felt pretty good. I mean, we was getting kind of rough. Like, I just feel like we needed like a little boost, and from there we was all good. Like, I feel like it was good. And
where'd you get that get gone speed from, man?
I mean, I don't even know myself. Like, it just came naturally. Like, running from dogs all the time and stuff. Like, it just came naturally.
Running from dogs in what neighborhood, man?
Man, all around Memphis, man.
Well, Ricky, so what are you all taking to y'all next game, man?
Our next game, I feel like we need to be more patient and not get on each other as much. Cause as a team, look, if we together, it's nobody that can stop us.
Ricky Isom, but Pretty Ricky is what they call him. Pretty Ricky is what they call him. Good job, young man. Well, Coach Settler, I'm pretty sure this is, not the results you wanted, man. A little fiery speech to you guys. What do you say to him after the game?
Well, I just told him, one, I got a great coaching staff, and they're the first ones to let our kids know that a lot of what happened tonight is on us as a coaching staff. We don't put that kind of stuff on the kids. If there's mistakes out there, we're going to own it. So there's some things that we got to fix as a coaching staff to get right for SBA next week. The other thing is I'm proud of the way they played the first half. Nobody in the city picked us to be in this football game. And to be where we were in that first half, man, shows that we have opportunity. But we've got to get to the point, in changing the culture, we got to get to the point where we understand that when we've done a great job, we got to finish strong. We can't let go. We can't quit when bad things happen. And a couple times tonight, that's what happened. But a lot, again, goes back on the coaching staff. We got to fix some things, and we're going to do that. That's our job.
Now, some breakdowns in that second half. What were some of those breakdowns, Coach?
Special teams, tackling, not being in the right place at the right time. And so we'll fix that. We'll address it. Is it a personnel issue? Is it an alignment issue? We'll figure it out. But we gave up some big plays there that, I always tell my kids I reserve all judgment until I watch the film. So I watch the film. Sometimes you watch the film, it's never as bad as it looks when you're watching the game. So, we'll watch the film and we'll evaluate and we'll make whatever changes need to be made.
Thank you, Coach. Keep Settler.
My man.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Great.
All right, big dog.
And you got to give it to the Central Warriors. Major Wright coming out week 1 with an absolutely impressive performance. Now, of course, Major Wright didn't like everything that his team did. They scored 49 points, but they had at least 2 or 3 touchdowns called back. I know at least 2 touchdowns called back because of holding penalties. But nevertheless, Central getting a huge win over Cordova. And my guy, Cordova head coach, first-year head coach Keith Settler, my offensive lineman when I was playing at the University of Memphis. Big dog, we call him Mudslide, but students, don't y'all call him Mudslide. Only his teammates from Memphis and in South Hall can call him Mudslide. And Mudslide used to be blocking for me, too. My senior year, man, when I was running that rock, Mudslide was handling business. But Coach Keith Settler is going to do a great job at Cordova, taking over for Marcus Wimley, who left and took a job in Florida. But Cordova just got to get that depth, got to get some experience. They're not as deep as Central. And you saw Central. First half, pretty even. But after that, those skill positions stepping up, those big-time players continuing to step up. And Ricky Isom, young Royal. Hey, man, you keep playing the way you're playing, young Royal, and continue to stay focused. Those running backs for Central as well, man, outstanding. Tony Van, smooth feet. I love his smooth feet. He got those nice hips, and he got that explosion. You got Tony Van, then you got Jeremiah Patton. With all that speed, that's a nice little 1-2 punch. So, hey, teams in 6A better be looking out for the Central Warriors, man, because they look like they got a lot of firepower going into this 2022-2023 season. And also, my camera guy, Cassius McGowan, my partner, like I told you, it's a 2-man show. Cassius hadn't really shot high school football before. He hadn't shot it for a show. And you see how good those highlights look? Hey, man, I'm telling y'all now. Everybody else out there, man, everybody else they're looking for production, they're looking for things. They don't sleep on ISF Productions and Cassius McGowan. So Cassius McGowan, salute to you, bro. I appreciate all your hard work because Cassius McGowan, not only he shot the highlights, he edited the highlights. He was up editing the highlights to about 2 in the morning, probably 2:30, because he texted me and called me about 1 something. Hey, Doc, I was like, man, yeah, I'm up with you, bro. I'm up with you. But he did an outstanding job, then came in and put all these interviews and these highlights together. But anyway, that's going to do it for this special edition of the Doc Holliday Show, where it's our game of the week. Cordova Wolves falling to the Central Warriors 49-13. Oh, I can flip that around. Central taking care of the Cordova Wolves 49-13. Central starts the season 1-0. Cordova starts the season 0-1. But good thing about that, still plenty of season, man, because the season just started. But before we get out of here, I'm going to wrap it up because this was a special episode of the Doc Holliday Show where we love to uplift black men, black women, black teen, black child, black royalty, the magically melanated. Oh, before, let me put the gavel. The gavel. Central High School, great opening week performance from you all, man, and all those great players at Central and Cordova as well, because Cordova has some nice players. So they should feel happy about what they're doing and the direction Keith Settler is going to take them in. Had a nice little coaching staff as well. But before I wrap it up, and I'm going to give them the gavel, I'm going to go ahead on and wrap it up, but we're going to end the show because the Central High School band was jamming. My good friend, Chris McGowan, Cassius' brother, the brother of Q, and Bob, his son, played for the Central band. What did he play, the trumpet? He was blowing it, wasn't he? Chris. Blowing it. So we're going to leave you all with the entertainment from the Central High School band. Thank you all for tuning in to this special episode of the Doc Holliday Show, Game of the Week, high school football. Memphis, Shelby County has some high school football ballers. Now, we're going to be at one game every week, God willing, to make it the game of the week. So if you all want that to be the game of the week, follow me on Twitter. Tweet me. I would say email, but tweet me. We'll take it into consideration. More tweets we get for particular games, we'll take it into consideration. But I'm going to get out of here. Another great episode of the Doc Holliday Show, and we're going to leave y'all from that great performance from the Central High School Warriors band because they was rocking it. Thank you all for watching.